This segment is sponsored by Travis W. Watkins Tax Resolution and Accounting Firm. Well, it's Tuesday. That means it's Tax Tip Tuesday with Travis W. Watkins, Tax Resolution and Accounting Firm, Principal and Senior Attorney with the firm. Travis W. Watkins here to talk about the ugly truth when it comes to tax problems. And you see people really when they are, there's just compounded with so much emotion. You see there, a lot of them come in. What range of emotions do you typically see? I would imagine first off is just panic.
Yeah, panic.
Because the IRS is after them.
You bet. Panic and fear. You know, the IRS does a pretty good job of instilling fear into folks whenever you get a notice or something. Right. It's like, I think we've talked about it before, a cop pulling up behind you with the lights on. Even if you did nothing wrong, you're kind of like, well, you know, this is really scary. Panic, fear, also guilt sometimes. And, you know, the way I look at these things, Mitch, guilt and fear are really kind of, you know, different sides of the same coin. Guilt being there's something that I did or didn't do in the past.
Okay.
And so, you know, I feel ashamed or guilty about that. And the other side of it is there's something that I'm worried about coming up in the future, the unknown. You know, is the IRS going to sneak up behind me? Are they going to drain my bank account? Are they going to put me in jail? Are they going to take my house, for instance? But, you know, when you think about it, those two emotions just really aren't that helpful in this whole process, or really any process in life.
Well, no, you're 100% right. Yeah. Especially that fear of the unknown. It's like, hey, there's nothing you can do about it. It's the unknown.
Exactly.
How does that really just make the situation worse when they have those emotions?
Yeah, it seems to manifest itself, at least in our line of work, as paralysis or procrastination, or, you know, I just don't want to deal with it. And so I'll stick my head in the sand and, you know, just either deal with it when I've got more money, maybe, or when, you know, the kids go off to school, or you know, something in the future, and it just paralyzes them for taking care of the problem right now.
Okay, so I imagine there's a little bit of psychology I'm sure you have to deal with when you have people come in there. And when they sit down, when they finally say, you know what, I can't take this on myself, they come to see a tax professional like yourself, what advice would you give them?
My number one advice that I would give to folks is take care of it now. Start now. Do something. The best thing that you can do is actually, if you haven't filed for this year, go ahead and file that return and pay that return. And, you know, and just start working your way back with filing old returns, getting those on file. We can assist in that process by getting a power of attorney from you, talking to them on your behalf so that you don't have to talk to the IRS anymore. That's one of the scariest things is talking to them and saying too much. And putting together a customizable plan that they can work through, and also getting rid of levies and things that are bothering them right now, to, you know, give us some room to work so that we can get them back into the tax system, get them paying, getting filing every year again. And hey, you know, contrary to popular belief, I guess, the IRS will work with you if you're showing them
the due diligence, right?
The due diligence that you're filing, that you're back in the system, that you're really trying to do something. And, you know, fear, guilt, all those things, they're very real at the time. But if you get moving on something, you'll notice that the IRS will actually, in most cases, start working with you.
You become combative, and they're going to win. They know that they're going to win, but you got to make sure that you get the right advice and make sure that you make it happen. That's what I'm getting from this. You're not going to be able to run away from it at all. Travis W. Watkins, Tax Resolution and Accounting Firm. They're at 3033 Northwest 63rd Street, Suite 200E. Their phone number is 405-607-1192. You can call them toll free at 800-721-7054. And of course, you can find them online at traviswatkins.com.